Hello there, my Scorpio Collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. What is up with you, Scorpios? Getting into your energy. If you got Aquarius placement, watch Aquarius's reading. CULT vibes with you, Scorpios. I don't know what the hell that's about. I haven't paid attention to the news, so I don't know if there's something out there. But be mindful of that energy, Scorpios. Y'all keep coming up the red leather, red latex. Oh, Scorpio, 3 of Pentacles. Ooh. Somehow this could be a work opportunity because I do see the 8 of Pentacles down there as well. Pay this energy no mind, though. So be mindful of sort of what you are tapping into here. I feel like you got some good vibes. You always got good vibes, but damn. There's always like an energy, really it's more like a group dynamic wanting to work against you, which some of you that could definitely be with the work that you do, right? Page of Pentacles, the World, the 5 of Swords, there at the 8 of Pentacles. Some of you, the Venus energies, the Scorpios, whatever your sort of taste is, this is like, don't mess around where you work. You know, this is like the model, the artist, the curator. So those of you that are creative, right, maintain some healthy boundaries here. Those of you, when it comes to the work that you do, be mindful of who's sort of in your vibe as well. With the 4 of Swords there, this is like the musicians, that anyone that enters the sound booth signs an NDA. That may seem extreme, but apparently that's a given. So if you're in that sort of energy and you're in the sound booth, you sign an NDA so you can't take advantage of that song or that opportunity. Those of you who are creative, it's kind of that vibe as well. This shouldn't really be affecting you. Although I feel like some of you got like people that want it to. So you've made some choices. This really shouldn't be that dramatic. That's the whole point with you, Scorpio. So don't let something overwhelm you right now. Because this is like making smart choices. Some of you are going to decide to self-publish, self-produce. That's what's going to make the difference with you, Scorpios. Some of you with, those of you creatives, those of you, whatever you do for work, you know, if you like a computer program, or you work for like an advertising agency, if that's even a thing anymore, right? Most people can do a lot of that on their own. Whatever this energy is with you, there's the 8 of Swords. There's the Capricorn energy. You avoid this sort of being stuck. I was going to say you avoid being captured here, Capricorn, but it's not that dramatic. This is definitely making some very interesting choices. So some of you could be going cold turkey on something. Some of you could be, what's the vibe here? It's almost like you're being drawn into that sort of energy until you're not. So there's almost like an abruptness with this, Scorpios, that some of you are going to feel. This is like you hitting that proverbial type wall. So if you feel yourself getting to the point of being overwhelmed, just sit your ass down. There's not a whole lot of movement energy here either, Scorpios. For some of you, that could seem a little confining, but it's like not time yet. You should have like a voice of reason. You should seriously have some sort of voice of reason that's letting you kind of know it's not time yet. So those of you Scorpios that tend to go into things prematurely without really thinking about them, this is that sort of time where your timing is like right. I feel like you have that voice of reason. Someone telling you it's not time yet. It's not good enough. That's not what you want. This is like the guidance energy. This could almost be a teacher type vibe or a coach type vibe. This is someone that knows more than you, that helps you understand something that you're not seeing. I like the creative vibe with this. So those of you, you know, artists think that what they do is great, but then there's usually like more that can be done to it. This is like engineering vibes. Those of you like a sound engineer. You know, the artists create the songs, and then you have the sound person that mixes everything down, and that in and of itself is an art form. Just listen to some of the great songs out there that have been mixed down so well. Olivia Newton-John's Magic. You can't always get what you want. The Rolling Stones. It's the mix. So you're in this energy of that sort of mixed vibe. Over top of that, there you go, is that Knight of Cups. This is someone telling you to sit your ass down, go have a smoke, go have some coffee, whatever the fuck you need to do. Damn. This is almost like a management vibe as well. So, what the fuck you got going on? Maybe this is astrological with you. What is your inspiration now? Ace of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles. There's the Five of Cups. There's the King of Cups. There's the Hangman energy. And there's the Nine of Swords. Someone wanted to take advantage of you. But I feel like you had that voice of reason that's telling you now's not the time. This is like a good manager. This is someone that really knows what the hell they're doing, that's able to sort of focus that energy on you. Some of you, this could have been you hit that proverbial brick wall and you're wondering why. There's a limit to this, and some of you aren't quite comfortable with that. This is almost like a compression type vibe too. Some of you avoid like the energies you don't need, but you're... I don't know, those of you that like that sort of vibe aren't liking the fact that it's kind of kept you stuck. So this is like you're studying for the exam, or you're working hard on something, so you really can't maybe do what you want to do. Those of you that are feeling a little sort of constricted, could not like that vibe, but it kind of works for you. If there's a work vibe with this, this is like you're doing something that you're not quite used to, or you're doing something that may seem a bit rudimentary, but it's kind of what you need to do. This is like the artist that just learned how to draw a freeform circle. I didn't realize that was a thing, but artists actually practice that, if they can just freeform draw a circle. So some of you, this is like going back to the basics. This is like the sound engineering of something too. Any of you that watch where the sound engineers that mix down them songs, and they show them like in the studio, and they're telling you why they did this or how they placed that. Absolutely amazing. But that does make the difference. You can have the person that does it, and then you have the person that's able to go in and say, no, you need to do this. The guy that did a lot of the mix for Nirvana, he talks about how they would like double things up, and Kurt didn't like it, but he said, trust me, it works. There's a YouTube channel. It's kind of like that vibe with you, Scorpios. You're feeling confined, but that is actually like a positive thing for you. So that way you don't muck up like this sort of energy with you. Whether you got that voice of reason or Scorpio, some of you feel like you've hit that proverbial wall. But you need to look at something. Not everyone in your energy should have been in your energy, Scorpios. So some of you are avoiding the sort of middleman energy as well. So some of you could be looking at self-producing, self-publishing, versus bringing on a whole lot of other people. Those of you, when it comes to... this is just basically, sometimes you're stuck and you need to stay there for a reason. So... not everything needs to be dramatic. Some of you, you avoid like the hiccups in the road. This is why if there's a detour, you take the detour. Some of you, your impatience or your feeling of feeling like you're stuck or stagnant can work against you. So this is probably something you need to work on or focus on. This is more like quality than quantity. This is more like getting it right. Trusting the vibe on something. There's a switch up with you. I don't feel like romance is really in the cards for you right now. So that way you don't miss out on an opportunity. Some of you, if you're like busy, it's not going to work. Because this Five of Cups feels like long distance type relationship or partnership. It's like really being realistic about something. You know, whenever they show it, long distance relationships or partnerships in the movies or something, everyone thinks about, oh no, we'll be able to do this and schedule this, but it never works. So some of you, before you go into that relationship or partnership, you understand why it won't work, like right from the get-go. There's definitely a switch up in people around you. There's definitely a switch up in vibes when it comes to you. But I feel like you avoid things that aren't going to be to your betterment. So if the relationship or partnership didn't work, if you're feeling like you missed out on something, now wasn't the time. Definitely be mindful of CULT energies, Scorpios. I don't know why that keeps wanting to come up with you, or those of you with like an opportunity. I feel like red is like the danger sign for you. So that's like the cautionary energy. This isn't a dramatic vibe either. So, oh, look at that. 'Cause I am beautiful. Look at that. Oh, look at all that sort of makeup vibe on there. So some of y'all are avoiding the sort of fake-ass energies around there. You need to trust something that sometimes that sort of limited vibe actually brings about better opportunities. You don't muck up the energy. You got someone here in Nine of Swords, and I do not feel like that's your energy. But for some of you, it's people that you worked with, people in your sort of vibe. That feels like work energy. That could definitely be some of y'all are religious. Or some of y'all some sort of anything that dealt with fucking costuming. And bonus points if it's red. So, damn. Yeah, I don't even feel like that's you singing that song. Because I love this song, but I'm not even feeling like singing it. So, this is a very interesting vibe with you, Scorpios. Anything else for Scorpio? Some of y'all need to allow that change and just sort of focus on what's important. This is like getting everything right. It's like you could have everything you think is like perfect, and then it goes through that other phase where you sort of clean it up. You make smarter choices. There's not a whole lot of influence going on around it. Temperance Angel, sit your ass down. This shouldn't overwhelm you. Some of you want to go into things way too prematurely. So that's what sort of helps when it comes to you. Some of you with relationships, partnerships, whatever this sort of vibe is. So who's wanting to get you to sort of commit to something? Who's wanting to get you to do something? But that's not really going to be to your benefit. Sit your ass down. You got the Capricorn energy here. If you're a praying person, Scorpio, stay prayed up. Some of y'all, this could be your astrology as well. So do watch your favorite astrologer. Some of you feel like this sort of stuck stagnant energy is like a negative with you. But some of y'all don't realize that actually you avoid the things that you don't need. So those of you that don't like to sort of pay attention, or those of you that anything that sort of slows you down, you don't understand why it's there. Be mindful of that energy with you. Not every missed opportunity is a missed opportunity that would have been good for you. So some of you, when it comes to your romantic relationships or partnerships, there's stagnation in that area for a reason as well. Who's in the room? Who's in the room? Some of y'all don't need all that sort of influence around you. That's what makes the difference. These are relationships or partnerships you're in. This isn't like anything sort of philosophical. This is like energies around you, choices that you've made. You're definitely more in the physical here. Instead of things that aren't relationships or partnerships that you've never had. You know what I mean here, Scorpios? So, damn Scorpio, anything else for you? Anything else for Scorpio on this? 1544. Anything else for Scorpio on this? What's the energy? Double Nine of Swords. There's the Capricorn. Double Capricorn. There's the Judgment energy. There's the Empress vibes. To the Page of Swords. To the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is your cleverness. Establishing those healthy boundaries. So, damn Scorpios. Those of you that don't like feeling like confined, but it's not like a stuck energy with you. This is just like you need to take your time with something. So those of you that go into things half-assed, those of you that go into things far more prematurely, this is when you realize that doesn't fucking work. The fact you established this boundary made a difference. So someone's in Nine of Swords. So this is you doing something that is very different from what you would normally do. So I feel like there's a guidance energy with you. You need to trust it. You need to trust something here. So those of you that just willy-nilly half-ass everything and then you muck up the energy, it's kind of like that. Someone in your energy, this is conversations people you dealt with, don't like the fact that you did establish some healthy boundaries. So some of you are choosing to do something on your own. You're choosing to focus on something that's far more important to you. And that made the difference. This is something you've done. With the Nine of Wands there at that Page of Swords. So this is the part that don't feel too good. This is the part where you're like, you could definitely be feeling a little run down, a little sort of, Trust the engineer. Trust the engineer. Whether that's spiritual with you, whatever the fuck you got going on here. Trust the engineer here. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Trust the engineer. Damn. Take what's yours, leave what's not. What's your favorite astrologer, Scorpios? You're not like Rapunzel. So you need to look at things from a far different perspective than what you have. Some don't like the fact that you have. So that's what makes the difference here. So you pulled Capricorn energy twice. So definitely be mindful. Some of y'all with costuming. I don't know what the fuck this red energy. That could be a work outfit. Some of y'all, whatever you do for fun. Damn. Good luck. God bless. Like, share, subscribe, Scorpio. No drama on this. That's the whole point. But some of you, that makes you feel a little stuck. Some of y'all sort of need that sort of stuck, stagnant energy. Especially if you tend to half-ass things. A lot of premature energy around you. So be mindful of that. Retrograde vibes here as well. Trust the engineer. Peace, love, and light, Scorpios.